Friends are truly a blessing in our lives, for sure. I'm sure you could say yes to that, right? You know, friends, it's very important to have friends in this life. Friends that are there to support us, encourage us. They're there to really hear what's going in our mind, in our heart. They're kind of like a shoulder to cry on if we're really struggling. It's really a blessing to have friends in this world. And this is what the Lord is really offering, right? You know, said in our gospel today, He's speaking to His disciples who spend like 3 years with Him, right? It says there, I do not call you servants any longer, because a servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father. Requirements that the Lord is really asking to maintain that friendship with Him is really to obey His commandments. You know, just like in any relationship, right, that we have with our friends, there are things that if we do it, it's going to harm the relationship, right? And also there are things when we do it, it's going to foster the relationship. And that's why Jesus said, you are my friends if you do what I command you. That's why it's so important for us to really know what is the will of God and ask for the grace to carry that out, right? Because what happened there is that we will have this friendship. We will grow in this intimacy with the Lord. And that's what the Lord is really promising us. And it says here, He reveals Himself to us. And the more that He reveals to us, the more that we get to know Him. The more that we get to know how much He loves us, right? And by that, we learn to trust in Him. And by trusting in Him, we learn to obey His holy will. That's why, you know, when we're growing in our relationship with Him, Jesus as our friend, our motivating factor to obey Him is no longer out of fear, but out of love, right? Those who do not have a personal relationship with Him, they don't see Him as a friend. They see Him as a master. And they see themselves as servants or slaves. Whenever they do the will of God, it's out of fear. It's out of obligation, right? And we see that. We see that to Catholics or Christians who do not have a personal relationship with God. Right? And it's too sad, right? Because they're kind of like dragging their feet coming to church and attend Mass. And, you know, they always look at their watch, oh, when will it be over? So that we could move on with what they're going to do on that day. It's like really an obligation. It's like a burden for them to practice our faith. And that's not attractive. That's why it's really very important for us to have a personal relationship with the Lord. And just like any friendship, right? It doesn't start that you become intimate at once with that person. First of all, there must be an encounter, right? Second, you must spend time with that person, get to know that person. And if you know that person loves you and holds what's the best interest for you, you're going to start loving that person in return. It's the same. That's why we have to always have that first encounter and a daily encounter with the Lord. Spend time with Him. Get to know Him. And as we get to know Him, get to know His love for us and His mercy for us, we'll be able to love Him in return. And that's where we grow in our intimacy with our Lord, who is our friend.